Hey guys, Ellie here. Today we have, I don't even know what to call this, to be honest with you. Let me just get straight to the point. Don't waste anybody's time. It is really, really hot today. Now, I say that a lot. I often say that it's really hot, but this is different right here. Today is Sunday, and up until yesterday, the heat that we were feeling, it was hot, it was scary, and it can be dangerous, as the sanctuary has lost animals before in previous years to the heat, but it wasn't anything that we'd never felt before. Starting yesterday on Saturday, I began to feel, and everybody else around here where we live began to feel, what I would call unprecedented heat. Heat that I have never felt before. I mean, you look and you see all the goats just completely relaxing, no activity whatsoever going on around here in this pasture. Walter and Champ look like they're dead, dang near. They're not, they're just resting. Don't worry, they're okay. But the heat just drains everything that you have out of you. That goes for humans and animals. And the sad part is, the most difficult part about it is there's nothing we can do about it. We can do things to try to manage the heat. We can do things to try to make the conditions more tolerable, but we can't make the heat go away or dwindle down a little bit. That is the unfortunate part. That's the hardest part about all of this. But no, seriously, the news the other day, I was joking saying that it said this is the hottest summer we've ever had in 100,000 years. And people were saying, like, Ellie, you can't believe that. How would they know that? They weren't there, yada, yada, yada. And so I don't know definitively. I'm not defending what I saw in the news. I don't have any credible evidence or anything like that. But all I know is I believe it. This is the hottest summer in at least 23 years that I've been alive, or maybe at least 18 years that I can probably remember, 16, 15 years, whatever. But no, it is extremely, extremely hot. I don't even know the exact temp right now, but I'm sure that if you go on y'all's phones and you look up the weather in like Plum Grove, Texas, where we live, then you'll see the temperature is astronomical. It is extremely hot. So I don't say unprecedented heat lightly. I appreciate my dad. My dad's been over here, and my dad has kind of really brought to my attention. I obviously I know how dangerous the heat is and how when it gets hot you have to take all the precautions, but my dad has kind of brought my attention really well to the heat and making the right accommodations for the animals, because you know, me and Meg, we're still new, we just started, so there's all kinds of things that are on our mind. But my dad has kind of reminded me and helped me basically remember that whatever, I know there's a lot out there, I know it feels like it's 1,000 things to do, but please just remember anything heat related, anything having water related above whatever else there might be. You can figure that out later, but you cannot figure out the heat/water situation later. And so I appreciate my dad, I guess, helping me keep focused, keep my eye on the ball, because he's gone through this, he's done this many summers, and this is our first really doing it ourselves with just a little bit of help. So yeah, without further ado, today's video is going to be about finding ways to help the animals manage the heat and make it easier for them. Oh look, there's Hero, baby Hero. See, even he's not jumping and flouncing the way that he normally does. He's usually just kind of like a maniac, a wild child, as y'all know. You see him running and jumping, hopping on daddy's back, begging for attention, but he isn't too active himself either, just chilling. Doesn't have the energy to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff like normal. Last night he was, once it cooled off, but during the day, no, no, no. All right, anyways, without further ado, let's do some things. Let's set some things up to make this summer a little more tolerable for our pets. All right, so while I let Hero have some animal time with Annie, with Champ, and with Walter. Look at Walter's horns, guys. Y'all see how long they are? They are growing so fast. Man, those are some long horns. Even though Champ's as big as him, his horns haven't quite come in nearly as much yet. Anyways, let me show y'all what I'm about to do. So I hooked up these two waters right here a little bit ago, and I felt this was a really brilliant idea, because the lower one is for the shorter animals, the goats and the pigs, and this one that's a little bit higher, the goats and pigs can't reach. That one will be for the donkeys and for the alpacas. And I think it's good because that way, since it's not that much water that can fit into these buckets, both groups of animals can share, and they don't have to fight over one water bucket. Don't get me wrong, there's water all over the place. There, the red crab over there by the water faucet holds good water. They can drink or lay in or whatever they got to do. Over there you see the green little turtle, and then the tall white bucket over there. Those are the one that Meg does every day, multiple times. And then behind the barn over there, behind the barn dominium, there's the big black trough. So there are water sources besides this, but this is a nice little treat for them to have when they like to visit the pond pasture, because as you can see, this is where all of them are right now. I'm actually considering, no, I'll go to that later. Look at Hero, he's so brave, going right up to Annie. Expected no trouble. All right, but I need to refill those waters because they're low. Hey, Imogene. Hey, pretty donkey. You being so good today? You cooling off in the sun? I know it's so hot, baby. It actually is really cool. Like, now that I'm walking around this area, it feels cooler in this pond area than it does in the rest of the farm. Even the other spots where there's shade, there's a lot of shade in that spot behind the barn dominium I was talking about, but it doesn't even feel as cool over there as it does right here. I can feel like a little bit of the breeze kind of overwhelming me in a good way, of course. And then I can also feel, just maybe it's because we're close to the pond and the water. I know that areas near water tend to get cooler. I don't know the science behind it, but that's something I've heard before. But whatever the reason is, it does feel significantly cooler right here where I'm at, as opposed to the other places the littles could go to. It's cooler than their barn, and it's cooler than the spot behind the barn dominium. So maybe that's why they're all here, is because they know that. They must realize that it's cooler here, and this is the best place to get shade. So with that said, I'm thinking that after I refill these waters, I might start moving some stuff over here. I might move there's a big old industrial fan that we have. I might move that over here. I might move the mister over here. Hero, oh my God. At least my boy has good instincts. I may have spoiled him too much to not like animals, or not be friendly with them, or not want to play with them too much. I can't even say the right thing I'm trying to say. But at least I raised him well enough to know that if there's danger staring at you right in the face, you back off, you run away. Baby, what's he eating? Buddy, it's like eating oatmeal from last night. Their immune systems can handle it. Goats have such strong immune systems. All right, this water has since gotten filthy since the last time I was here, so it'll be time for me to empty it out. That's one of the hard parts about farm life, is that stuff gets dirty so fast that, especially in the summer, algae grows quickly, and dang near every day you gotta empty it out, start all over again. The heat's not only grueling on the animals, but the heat is grueling on ourselves. So let me get this cleaned out real quick, and I'll be back with y'all in a moment. So y'all see this leaky water hose right here? If you saw one of my recent videos, you saw that Donkey Dan is chewing on it frequently, so that's probably why it has these holes in it. But that might seem like a bad thing that needs to be replaced to some people, but as y'all know, one of my farm themes is to work smarter, not harder. And so since this water doesn't run continuously, it won't waste any water. I'm just letting the actual hose itself fill up the crab along with that right there. Talk about working smarter, not harder, right? It's filling up twice as fast as that leakage. Isn't that cool or what, guys? All right, the crab is just about full. That is some beautiful, nice and clean water right there. Now, we'll go ahead and get this, and we're gonna go fill up those red buckets right there. So as I sit here and wait while this water fills up, I thought I would mention a philosophy that I have, and y'all can tell me if you agree or disagree with me on it. I know that it gets very concerning. I know my dad's really worried about the animals in the heat right now. I'm obviously really worried, and I'm doing everything I can to care for them. But I guess one silver lining that I find in the middle of all of this that hopefully makes us feel a little bit better, or at least gives a little bit of reassurance, is that these animals know what's best for them. I already just harped 1,000 times about how they chose this area for a reason, because it's cooler over here. But at the same time, like, think about this. There are donkeys and there are goats. Every animal type that we have, there are 1,000 more of them, thousands of times more of them that live in the wild, where the conditions are much worse, in the desert where there is no water, where the temperature is even hotter, where they don't have people loving and caring on them, where they may have water but not fresh water, so they have to either dehydrate or drink salt water, which donkeys won't drink. They have all sorts of problems in the desert and in the wild, other places that they don't have over here with us caring for them. So when I think about it from the point of view of a wild animal, our sanctuary pets over here are, everything we do for them is bonus that other animals don't get. And it's not to say that it's not hard for them still, or that it's not challenging, but it's just kind of a silver lining that hopefully if wild animals can survive so much worse, then our animals will be okay and be happy with what we give them here, sort of a thing. Because we can't control the heat, we can't do anything about it, but we're doing our best to make it more tolerable for them. You know what I mean? And so, but then there's also the whole aspect, uh-oh, the water fell out. Well, that's because it got full. That was quick and easy. There's also the whole aspect of, what are y'all doing, guys? What's wrong with y'all? What are y'all doing? I think y'all are about to attack something. There's the whole, this water's filthy right here. I don't know how this happened. I'm gonna rinse it out real quick before refilling it, of course. There's the whole aspect of, these animals are domestic, and so they're used to better conditions. They don't have the same tolerance and the same immunities to harsh conditions that wild animals have. And so that's true too. I agree with that to an extent, but at the same time, it's all part of their DNA. It's their genetic makeup, is to be able to handle extreme conditions. So I think it's a little bit of both, but I have confidence that our animals will make it through this summer okay with us caring for them, long story short. So I just say all of that so that some of you in the comment section can have a little bit of peace of mind and not worry too badly about this. All right, we're about done with these waters right here. Look at that. What was once so filthy 5 minutes ago is now beautiful, nice and clear, along with that one right there. I just looked at the weather and I saw that there is an excessive heat warning until Monday, tomorrow. Today's Sunday. So let's just show how hot it is. Definitely not just making it up. Guys, I want you to see how fast my baby runs. This is going to drain everything I have out of me, and maybe out of him too, but you got to see this. Come on, baby, let's go. Oh, look at him go, guys. He's so much faster than me. Look at him. Did y'all see how fast he was running right there? Oh, my goodness. I can probably do it one more time before I pass out. Let's go. Oh, look at him, guys. Look how fast he is. Oh, he is so, so fast. Baby, so freaking fast. I love it. That's my son. My little track star, my little hero. Whew. That took everything I had out of me. But anyways, the pigs are right here, 2 of them at least. To be honest with you, I don't think they're here because they want to be. I think they're here because they're too exhausted to make it to the pond area. I think if they could feel how it was over there, that's where they would much rather be. But this is the best case scenario because even on a cold day, they barely have energy to get from here to the pond area. So just imagine a day where it's excessively hot. There's not a chance they're making it all the way over there. So with that said, I'm more worried about the littles because the longhorns in the other pasture, you can see that they have plenty of grass. They have a pond. And they're hardy animals to begin with. They'll be okay. Tira, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Don't bite the tail of a pig, please. The pigs though, we've lost pigs to the heat before. Obviously we've lost a goat, we've lost a few other animals to the heat, but we've never lost a longhorn to the heat. I think that'd be almost impossible to happen. Not that we would take any chances, of course, but bottom line is I'm more worried about the animals that are more prone to the heat right now, which would be the pigs and the goats. And so what I'm thinking I should do is I need to find some sort of fan to set up in this area for the pigs, and then I'm going to divert more resources to that pond area we just were at, since that's where the vast majority of the little animals want to stay. So let me look around. Let me see what I can find. All right, guys, so right now I'm trying to wheel over this big old industrial sized fan that I found. I think the pigs would be the most in need of this because, like I said, they don't have the energy to get to the pond area, and it'd be impossible for me to move them over there. So this is the biggest powered fan that we have, and there's many sources of power. There's many power outlets over here, so it'll be easy to plug in. It'd be hard to plug it in somewhere over there near the pond area. I'll have to find something maybe battery powered or something a little bit different for the pond area. But I think this is the best case scenario. This is what we can do. Let's get this set up real quick. All right, guys, I think we're decent here. Both of the pigs right here got a good big old industrial fan blowing on them. It's a really good thing I just purchased this the other day. This, I don't know what you call this, but it has like 3 outlets. Used to, we only had this one right here, so you can only plug one thing in. But what I've done is I've plugged in the 3 outlet thing into the one. So then now I can plug in 3 different things from this thing. And so I got Hey-Hey's fan right there, keeping him nice, and Hero just knocked it over. That's great. I'll go fix that. Hero literally knocked it over as I was recording. And then we got this one plugged in for the pigs. So decent little setup in this area. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've set up a little outside fan for Hero. He's curious what it is, but I think he's enjoying standing in front of it because it's nice and cool on a really hot day. Hero's favorite spot to lay is usually out there on the front porch. I'm sure all of you know that by now. It's great because y'all know he has really bad separation anxiety, but from that spot, he's outdoors, so he's not peeing in the house. But at the same time, he can see in the house and see what me and Meg are doing at all times so that he doesn't feel lonely. And now that he has this fan there to keep him cool while he's trying to look in the house right now and see what we're up to. It's a great spot for him. I like it. I think it's perfect. But now, last but not least, let's get something done for the littles in the pond area. Y'all are going to be absolutely flabbergasted when you see what I have in mind. Alrighty, guys, this right here is what I'm going to call the main event for today's video. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's basically what they call a misting fan. Pretty cool thing. You plug it in to an outlet, it's electrically powered, and there's a little slot where you can attach a water hose, so it'll blow like a little bit of cold water, like a mist almost. And then, of course, the fan part of it's why it's called the misting fan. Now, the only problem is I want to set this up, obviously, by the pond pasture over there where the littles are, but there are no outlets over there or even anywhere close to that area. So we're going to have to find a different way to do this, but I think I have an idea. All right, guys, so we got this right here, a light-duty extension cord 50 feet long. This one right here is actually medium duty and twice as long. It's 100 feet. I bought these a few days ago at Walmart. I just had a feeling that we would need them at some point, and I believe the time has finally come for us to use it. I think it's today. I'm gonna see if I can plug that into the outlet right here on our front porch, our side porch rather, and see how close it can reach to the pond area. There's no outlets anywhere near the pond area, but this is our best shot to get that misting fan to reach over there. So let's see if we can do it. Okay, guys, we have reached our max with the red extension cord. We made it pretty dang close though. 100 feet is like, what, 33 yards? So we made it right here. We only have a little more ways to go to get to the pond area. If I could set it up right there on that fence, that would be perfect because then it would splash right on the trampoline area. And I got the green extension cord right here. So let's hope this carries us the rest of the way that we need to go. Oh my goodness, guys, we did it. We pulled off the impossible. I got the misting fan set up.
I did so much.
You did so much?
Yeah, I did so much.
No, you did. No, you did the morning stuff,
No,
and I did the
kidding.
afternoon stuff. We do it as a team. Everybody
did
knows
really
that.
good with this.
Thank you, Levy. Say what you were saying earlier, though, about it, about the appearance.
Oh, it's you know.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's something.
It sure is beautiful the way I rigged it up with zip ties tied to other zip ties. That's ragtag, though.
I was gonna say it's ragtag or what would you like, hillbilly style?
Yeah, it's something, like Megan said. If you don't have anything kind to say, don't say anything at all. That's my fiance's philosophy. Good job,
I
Levy.
didn't say anything mean.
I know.
made a
No.
hillbilly, all right.
Is this the highest power that it goes up to?
I did. It's on 3.
3. Yeah, oh man. I don't know if you can see this coming out. You probably faintly see it.
He's getting over
But
the
this
ice
right
in the
here,
butt.
this right here should help you see it. Woo, wind in my face. I'm getting wet. Oh my goodness. And then it's gonna blow all the way to the trampoline over here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna unplug everything today because there's no need to waste electricity if the animals don't need it anymore. But we'll come back outside before it gets hot tomorrow morning and we'll plug everything in and we'll leave it on running through the hottest part of the day. And I'm really proud of this. I'm really very, very proud of this. And all it took was a 100-foot extension cord from the porch and then another 50-foot extension cord, meeting it right there to get the job done. But we got it done nonetheless. It ain't pretty, but work smarter, not harder, I guess, right? Oh yeah, guys, if you look closely, the wind is actually blowing, taking it to the left or the right here. You can see the mist blowing right on Imogene and Meg. That's wonderful.
Oh, girl, you just put your whole face weight.
Oh, she's putting dead weight on you?
She's dead weight on my back.
It's good. That's wonderful.
She's also making like really cute noises as soon as it hits her. Like,
Yeah, this is going to be good. I can feel it. Aw. Meg and Imogene. Alrighty, guys. Well, with that said, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all be sure to let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you guys want to see. I hope you all have an incredibly blessed day. And as I always say, your boy Ellie out.